Hello, all you magical beings. I've just had the most profound experience with Magical You. I was prompted to do a session for myself this morning. I've been feeling quite discombobulated, and I wanted some clarity on it. So I decided to get my cards out and see what I could do with myself for myself. And it was so profound that I want to try to reenact this so that you can follow along with me and just see how much clarity and relief you can get for doing using your cards on yourself for yourself. So I named my game, and I named my game "How to Let Go of Expectations." Um, And when I wrote that on my card and I looked at the emotions that that was bringing up for me, what I chose was a feeling of left out, lonely, frustrated, angry, sad, and scared. And the cards just popped up. And where was that happening? It wasn't happening in any particular place. It was just happening all over me and all in me. So I decided, what would I want to do with that? And as as the adult Jazz, when I'm doing the little girl thing, what I like to do is to put stuff in a hot air balloon with the pink cushions, send it up to God or something like that. But this was me. It was the current day me. It wasn't going back to an earlier age. And so what I do is I send the stuff that is out of date or no longer required to higher levels. And so I did that in the usual way. As those of you that are doing Fast Track for Kids and Magical You will know, releasing it over my head. And a lot of it went. I felt it start within my stomach, an 8, my head, eyes and jaw around about a 7. So it was fairly intense. These emotions were fairly intense. So I did the release, sending everything to the higher levels to come back to me as something more useful. And I was able with that to release frustrated, left out, lonely, but I was left with angry, sad, and scared. Now, quite interestingly, instead of just doing what the next step is, I just considered the cards. I just had a look around, and this is what I want to get over to you, is how these cards do the work. And what came up for me was these 2 cards, loved and magic. But what came to me also was not to release the angry, the sad, and the scared, but was to bring those in. And I brought them right onto my heart center. And then I brought the magic and the loved on top of those cards. And I just sat, having awoken what needed to get woken up and brought it into a reality. These cards then, almost, it was just like they channeled that energy of love and magic and started to melt away the sad, the angry, and the scared. And I cried. I cried and I cried and I cried, and it was amazing. And then halfway through, as I'm looking more at the cards, it was like, okay, so now what do you need? You need to be friends with this scared. So I brought in scared, to make friends with scared, that scared part of me. And I also brought in brave. And so I end up with this collection of cards on my heart. And they're just melting away, whatever was there, ready to be melted away. It was an extraordinary very powerful, creative, fun session. Even though I was crying, I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. And then to finish it off, I put down those cards and I looked at the positive cards and I chose safe and special. And I brought those into my heart. And of course, we cannot forget magic. So I sat there just for a couple of minutes, breathing these, the energy of these cards into my being. And just once again, giving thanks to the magic of this simple, simple game that has got so much power. It's like these cards they sneak under the back door. They come in and they get you at places where you might have thought you dealt with something or unnecessary. But the reason I think it does this is because we see in pictures, we don't see in words. So what we remember pictures. And so when the picture of the cards, whatever it is, matches the picture that you're carrying as a negative memory, then those two can melt each other. It's an amazing game. So I wanted to share this with you. I'm still not quite back from the experience. It was huge and it's left me a little breathless and feeling I need time to integrate what's happened, but I couldn't waste the opportunity to share with you before I forget the sequence of how things happened. If you've got any questions, please do let me know. My mission is to share this magic with you as an adult, with your kids, and any of the children that you know or work with. So get in touch if you want, and have a brilliant day. Bye-bye.